Whew. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I cannot do nothing with my hair. I don't know if it's Leo season or just the humidity down here, but it's nuts. I can't do nothing with it. I let it down. It's my big old poofy lion's mane. If I don't, let's put it in a ponytail. That's all you can do with it. Let's put music here. If you guys are wondering, I like to use Pandora and I use instrumental stations. I listen to them a lot. It's instrumental pop music. I like it. And I've always kind of liked weird stuff. It's good for putting the kids to sleep too because it plays light music, but it plays the music they know without the words, so it's a little easier to go to sleep. Good morning. Pop in, pop out. For my stalkers, know that you can watch me live, and it doesn't tell me who you are watching. I won't know it's you unless you comment. So. So the message I got that I wanted to talk about is, and a lot of people have come to me with this, and they're worried about, are their partners cheating? Well, that is a interesting topic for me because here's my view on, is your partner cheating? Why do you think they're cheating? Are they really cheating? Or are you looking for an excuse to get out of a bad relationship? You notice there's a disconnect. You're not connecting with this person anymore. And you want out, so you're looking for it. You're looking for it. You're looking in their cell phones. You're looking in their messages. You're looking in their email. You're stalking their Facebook and seeing who's commenting on their Facebook, and then stalking them and see what they're doing. And you're searching. And what you're searching for isn't if your partner's cheating. You're searching for a reason out of that relationship. You're actually hoping they are. You might say you're not because it's scary, the idea of leaving and the idea of doing it all on your own. And you might say you hope they're not. But you've already noticed the disconnect because your intuition is telling you you're disconnected from your partner for some reason. And that's why you're stalking through their stuff. Now, vice versa. Are you cheating on your partner and your partner's accusing you of cheating or digging through your stuff? They're looking for that reason. They're looking for a reason for the disconnect. They could be, or they couldn't be. And now I do these as general videos for everybody. These are messages as they come in. They can go to anybody at any time. But that is exactly it. If one of you is worried about the other one cheating and you're going through the motions of checking their stuff and stalking them and all that stuff, whoever is doing that is looking for an excuse to get out. And they'll find it. If it's not cheating, they'll find something else. But it is, I've noticed that's when the trust starts to go, the relationship's not going to last much longer. And now that's something you need to have a conversation within yourself and with your partner. And don't accuse them of cheating, but definitely bring up the fact that there is such a disconnect that you can't see. Or tell them, just be like, there's such a disconnect from me that I feel like you must be connecting with somebody else. That's not always the case. Sometimes when a person's feeling distant from the other person or pulling away from the other person, they need space. But if you keep hacking through their stuff, you're going to manifest that into reality. And I can tell you that because I've heard guys say that all the time. I've heard numerous guys from New York to Florida. I'm an East Coast baby. And I generally hang out with guys, I always have. And that's one of their things. If you're going to accuse me, then I'll just do it. If I'm going to get yelled at for it all the time, then I might as well just do it. And then you don't even realize that that's the co-creation right there. They weren't going to do anything until you started acting like a psycho and going through their stuff. And then they were like, well, screw it. If they're going to keep doing it, I'm going to give them something to find. You know, and if you find something and they are cheating, before you even start searching, you might want to wrap your mind around what you're going to do when you find the evidence. That way you can be in an emotionally stable spot before you start. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that part's just me. I'm an Aries. I have been shoot the gun, ask questions later most of my life, and I had to really get around that and start asking, why am I so desperate to want to pull the trigger? All right. But that was just the messages that I woke up with this morning. I know it's Leo season. It's the kind of a self-centered season. It's kind of a big shift for people going on right now. And yeah, I got the big thing. It was the big question I kept getting is, are they cheating? Are they cheating? And it's like, because this is for so many people, it doesn't matter if they're cheating or not. The point is, you sense there's something wrong in your relationship and you need to figure out within you why you're searching for evidence to end your relationship. One, if you don't trust that person, why are you still with them? If there's such a disconnect and you think they're cheating on you, that's really all you need. You don't need evidence of them cheating on you. You want to end the relationship. You don't think you do. It's a subconscious thing because your ego's in the forefront and goes, oh, if they cheat, if someone else gets them, I'm going to lose. That's not how love works. It's not how love works. Good morning. Good morning. The hearts yesterday. Let's see. So, yeah. You guys ready to get into some cards? For the shadow aspects, we got the forgetting oneself, 17 with the 8. Excuse me. This is the half mask. This is the I'm numbing myself, but I'm going to stay. This can be a big addiction card too. This can be you're numbing yourself with something else, or you're deluding yourself. You know, you're forgetting who you are and just sitting in a place that you don't want to be, but you're riding it out because you're going to do things just to numb yourself and distract yourself so that you don't have to see fully what's happening around you. Is this me? Is this you? Are you the kind of person who digs through people's cell phones looking for a reason to break up with them? Are you that person? Are you the person who deep down your intuition is telling you there's something wrong in this relationship, but you're going to sit there? Are you the person who's going to blind yourself to the fact that this connection is not what it was anymore? Is it you? Are you that kind of person? Are you the kind of person who sits around in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, or one like that? Or are you a badass with a sword? Are you allowing others to let you forget yourself and your power? It's time to take a moment. It's time to find your breath. It's time to, this has been a big, huge message too. It's time to get out into nature and someplace where you can be genuinely alone in your energy. That is so important. If you really want to know if there's disconnect or anything else like that, you have to actually gain some space, go someplace where you can be alone and breathe and really think out the thought process of, have I forgotten myself? Is this who I really am? Like, that's like, in my first marriage, when he put his hands on me, that was it for me. I'm like, this is not me. I'm not some backwood beaten housewife that never gets to leave the house. That's not me. I may be a lot of things. That sure as hell isn't one of them. So you need to ask yourself, are you the kind of girl who sits around and allows a man to cheat on her all the time, or guy, depending on who's in here? Is that you? Are you the kind of person who's stuck in that anxiety of constantly looking for, oh, Lord, they're going to embarrass me by talking to another person? Is that you? Why do you feel that way? This is the kind of readings I do, guys. I don't do the whole back and forth, is they, are they? I'm not going to sit here and tell you if they're cheating on you or not. I'm going to tell you why you think they're cheating on you, whether they are or they're not. Because even if they are or they aren't, if you think they are long enough and you keep acting like that, they will. You keep accusing a person of something over and over again, eventually they're just going to do it because you're accusing them all the time anyway. That's manifesting. All right. Oh, turn you around. Put it towards me. All right. You got the Fae deck. You got the Bicycle deck. You got the Odyssey deck. You guys going to give me a comment? Let me know which one you write. Left, right, center. Three, two, one. Ah, there you go. Right, I didn't pick you up. This one? Making sure because I felt the Fae one, but I wasn't quite sure. Oh no, right would be Odyssey. I picked up my right. You meant this one, didn't you? That would have been your right. Like it. There we go. Good morning. It's my way of getting you shy ones chatting with me here. All right, so this deck is a little bit different. I've explained it before. It's got a slightly different meaning for the cards. But I love it so much. All right, let's see. If you're interested in learning how to do tarot with regular playing cards, you can look up the Odyssey deck. They have it on Amazon. And it actually comes with a little pamphlet and everything in it telling you what all the cards mean. And if you put all the non-suit cards down, it makes a map. It's pretty cool. Oh. Alrighty. let's see what the cards have to say about all this today. This is the Ace of Hearts. Now, in this deck, it says it's greed. I'm going to go ahead and look up the little pamphlet here because I don't have them quite memorized. I've only had them for a couple of weeks. What we got? It says Greek. During the early modern period, the demand for trading ivory erupted around the world, and the elephant tusks were fashioned into decorative iron. Ivory's warm luster and receptive to engravings meant to be statues. All right. So this card's all about greed. It's all about taking more than a necessity. It's about taking something, life, and something that's important to it, and then turning it into a bunch of little trinkets. And that plays all into the, are you forgetting who you are? Are you letting someone to slowly kill you and carve you in something you are not? I know it's kind of a depressing card for the Ace of Cups, but this is, what do you really love? Is it a person, or is it what you can obtain from them in this deck? And it's falling right after the Seven of Cups. So someone is definitely not being fair, not being in balance with everything, not being greedy, taking too much. They have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. Of course, in tarot can go either way. So it is summertime, and that is when people do get their eyes wander a lot. And a lot of us are coming into our power. And when you come into your power, it opens up a lot of things. But you don't want to be greedy, and you want to make sure that the cups you are drinking out of are just yours. And make sure that whoever you're sharing your cup with is not drinking out of a bunch of other cups. That's toxic to you too. Every time they connect with somebody else and then come back and connect with you, that's a problem. That could be leading to the disconnect. So popped on here because it said, are they cheating? Probably are. But you can gain a victory over this. You can. You know, the Six of Wands is all about self-confidence and progress. You got to be in your, when you're worrying about if someone's messing around on you, that's knocking down your confidence. It's knocking it down bad. And you're eating yourself up, and it's terrible because you're not doing anything wrong. You don't deserve to be eating yourself up. Good Lord, my hair is a mess today. So this is about gaining back your self-confidence. Once you do all the work and you realize if you're being used and whatever, and you're forgetting who you are, once you remember who you are, boom, you're back in the game. Seven of Wands is about competition. Now, I said this the other day too. Love is not a competition. If your partner is giving their attention to everybody else and you're not getting any, and you're feeling strain, and you're not, you feel disconnected. They could be there, but they might as well be. That's not what you want going on. Love is not a competition. You should not have to compete to get your partner's attention from anybody. Anybody. This goes beyond them entertaining other options or anything else like that. You should not have to compete to get attention from your partner. You know, for me, the only people who can trump that, you know what I'm saying? The only people who can demand more attention than you from your partner is your partner's, like, kids. You know, don't compete with them. Their kids are supposed to get number one attention. But another adult, even like their mommy, if they're spending more time with their mommy than they are with you and stuff like that, unless she's sick or there's something going on, you might want to really question that, because if mommy has that much pull and mommy don't like you, she can tell you to go. That's a big problem. So this is Four of Swords again. We're getting that a lot. It's time to recuperate and remember who you are. I do see there is there's sirens in the water right now, guys. There's sirens in the water right now. That is what's happening. People are on this love kick. They are on this desperation kick. There's two shifts going on in the world right now. There are those who are waking up and genuinely, The people who are waking up and genuinely going, is this me? And trying to find out who they are. And then there's people who are forgetting themselves, and they've put themselves on this toxic timeline of, I need another person. And they don't care where they're going to find their person. And they're using this twin flame narrative or whatever to slink into your home and convince your partners that they'd be better for them and stuff like that. And all they're after is greed and money. Why? Because everybody's desperate for it right now. There is a lot of con artists, especially online. And now if your partner was able to be lured in by someone like this, then that relationship was already dying to begin with. You just hadn't faced it yet. And that's a rough message to hear, but that's just how it goes. I mean, there's always a chance that you can repair these things, but it takes a lot of work, and both partners have to be willing to work at the same time. Can't just be one person working on themselves and trying to save the relationship while the other person doesn't. Both people have to do it at the same time. That's why it's so hard and why it's so rarely, relationships rarely survive it. Because it's usually one person working at one time, and then one person will work for a week or two on it, and then they give up, and then by the time then they get depressed, and then the other partner goes, oh no, and then they try to work on it, but that nobody's doing it at the same time. You guys got to be able to work together. And if you can't work together to overcome this stuff, then it's time to let them go. Let them go. And I will say this goes not just for cheaters. This can go for someone who's in a relationship with someone who's addicted to a substance. Anything like that, like I said, talks, lets their mommy run their lives, or anytime they have a problem with you, they run to their mommy and talk down about you, and now she don't like you, but that's creating this whole weird separation tension. Or it could be, like I said, your partner's on drinking too much or not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's really irritating you, and you're trying not to be a pain in the ass, and you're trying not to tell them what to do, but at the same time, you're like, this is just not working for me. We have to be able to work together. And if you breach the conversation and it don't change, then it's time to start really deliberating what you want to do with your life and who you are. Who are you? Is that who you are? All right. Let's see what advice the regular tarot has. That's just way too much. Get out of here with that nonsense. We'll say Tower popped out. Shows its face. We'll see if it comes out again. There's big shifts going on right now, guys. Mercury just came out of shadow from its retrograde. It's finally hit the point where it was at when it went into retrograde. So this is probably a big question y'all have been asking yourself since a few weeks ago. And you tried to work through it. It was a rough time, and she went into retrograde, and then she came back out, and now it's post shadow, and now the question's coming up again. Did anything change during Venus retrograde? Did anybody recognize the issues in their relationship and actually work on it? Or did just one of you? Did you have all those hard conversations and fights and whatnot, and then you were like, okay, and you took everything you guys talked about to heart, and you're going to try, and da-da-da-da-da, but you turn around, the other person's not really trying? It's a hard question to ask yourself, but this is one of those times of year is, if you don't ask it now, if you don't address it now, it's going to pop back up right before the holidays. And then you're going to be stuck in deliberating whether to end a relationship at the beginning of the holidays. So would it be easier now than doing it then? Because if you do it now, by then, things should be smoothed out. Good morning, Shauna. So I say ask yourself those hard questions. Find out who you really are. Deliberate on what it is you want to do. Once you do, I see a big breakthrough here, actually, because you got the Ten of Pentacles here, the King of Pentacles here, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. At the end here, we got a little bit of strife. There's the Five of Wands. All right. So, Ten of Pentacles. Money has always been a big thing. It's always been a big thing, right? So, if you guys can work through this, or if you can't, that's neither here nor there. Once you guys do decide and make a decision on how you want to proceed, if you're both going to heal this or if you're going to go on your own. Once the decision is made, boom, you're open to the abundance frequency. You're either letting go of someone who's dragging you down, or you and your partner have actually decided to go ahead and start working on maintaining your own empire and cutting out all the BS of what's been going on and addressing that underlying issue of why people are digging around each other's cell phones. Ace of Swords. Use your words clearly. Speak what you want into existence. Speak the truth in who you are at all times. Seize on your passions with the Queen of Wands here. What are you truly passionate about? Always be seizing on that. And you should be most passionate about yourself. Work on skills. Okay? This is the three of Pentacles. So this is work on your own skills here. See, it's not perfect. He's got some drippy spray paint. But, you know, it takes time. It takes time to build up new skills, but you need to just keep working on them. Five of Wands. Strife. There's always going to be outside conflict and strife. There's always going to be someone who is jealous of you or jealous of your partner. There's always going to be this slimy snake trying to call them out, trying to sneak into their DMs, trying to hit on them. And I mean, I work a lot online, and I've been trying to be nice, and I don't mind men, but sure enough, I have to be a million times more careful on whose friend requests I accept on Facebook and stuff like that, because they'll just write up. I mean, my profile says I'm in a relationship. Do you think they care? No, they jump right on there and they're just immediately, and then any way they get in. What, they try to out spiritualize my boyfriend or something. I have no idea what they're going for, but it's not how I roll. You know. I'm doing good this morning. I was just complaining about my hair. I said, I don't know if it's Leo season or just the humidity down here. My hair goes. Just want to get some magic cards here, and then we'll go ahead and see what magic we can work on today. And I'll do the recap of all the cards. I'm so glad you're all up this morning with me. Ooh, I like that. Remember what I was saying about greed? The frequency of greed, the frequency of I always want more, I always want more, I always want more, I always want more, is why you never have enough. And this popped up. Little luxuries. Right? Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. But it's titled Little Luxuries. If you can embrace and show gratitude for little luxuries, of whatever little luxury that you have, and you show genuine gratitude towards it and really embrace it, like even if it's just like I said, we do bath rituals and things like that, or your favorite crystals. If you could just be so grateful for the little things that you have, the universe will go, oh, look how grateful they are. Let's give them more things to be grateful for. That's how that works. That's how I ended up with my ridiculous crystal collection. I love them so much. It's like, am I finding the crystals, or are they finding me because I love them so much? Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So that definitely goes right back to the beginning. Who are you? Are you loving all aspects of yourself, or are you tearing yourself apart? Oh, I've been there. I'm so glad I'm past the toddler days. No babies waking me up so that I can't go back to sleep. Well, Shauna, since you're up so early and you got stuff, you got time, you got some little bit of extra time today, you should find some ways to do some little luxuries for yourself. Get yourself motivated and really going. I just shared a thing on Facebook. One of my best friends from when I was little, she's becoming a certified life coach, and she was out running this morning. She was talking about like I do with my back. And she's like, I used to always say, whatever, I hurt my back and the doctor said I couldn't do this stuff, and now she's doing it. And I'm like, that's it. Take some time, show some love to yourself. All right. Here we go with the recap. We have forgetting oneself. You or someone with you is forgetting themselves. They're numbing themselves. They're hiding from themselves, and they're losing parts of themselves, or you are losing parts of yourself by numbing yourselves. Is that you? Is that are you the badass goddess in this picture? Is that you? Or are you the person too weak to overcome? The heat is killing your motivation. Oh, I know. It's been nuts here. I just was shadowboxing the yard last night and I'm dripping sweat. But exactly. But is it you? Is it you? Are you the person who sits around and lets other people tell you who you are? Are you hiding aspects of yourself? Are you taking treatment that you don't deserve and allowing that to stand? It's time to get off your knees, guys. It's time to get off your knees and say, this is who I am, and this is what I want out of life, and this is what I expect, and I am not these other things, and stop numbing yourself and hiding from who you truly are. Get out in nature. Take some time to breathe. Take some time away from any type of connection. You're working yourself. Yes, we are badass goddesses. We do not need to stand for this nonsense and disconnect and being treated like crap. You need to get a break from those connections. Anybody who's making you forget who you are, anybody that you have to numb yourself to be around, get away from them. Get away from them. Go out in the woods, breathe, really center yourself, do it sober so you know that the messages are genuine, and really recenter yourself and focus on what it is you need to do and what you want to do and who you are. Because yes, we are all badass goddesses, Kim. Greed. And this is even reversed. The elephant is a hugely powerful symbol. I suggest anybody who sees this, go look up the power of the elephant. Also, I've been doing a lot with the Ganesh. A lot of people have been needing their paths cleared, and look up the Ganesh chants and stuff like that. Those are awesome for opening up the path. And be sure that you are mindful if you are in the greedy mindset of I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. That could be causing a disconnect between you and your partner, or vice versa. If they're constantly I want more, I want more, I want more, that's causing a big disconnect. Yeah, because eventually you get tired of being the one always giving. The person who's giving the most always gets tired of that after a while. It's like I'm constantly giving and I do not feel like I'm getting the same in return. 7 of Cups. Now, I do say this is the player card, so if you are in here because you saw the are they cheating thing, 7 of Cups. They might not be cheating, but they're entertaining other options, or they are you or them are well aware that you have other options. So be mindful. Do not drink out of cups that are not yours. If they belong to somebody else, do not drink out of cups that are not yours. And yeah, my big message with the 7 of Cups always, don't drink out of cups that aren't yours. And be mindful if someone around you is sipping out of everybody else's cups, even if they're just chatting with them on the internet a little bit, and they're getting out of the box with it. That's connecting energy with other toxic, greedy energies. You don't want to be a part of that. Separate yourself. Separate. That is where you will find the victory and self-confidence is standing up for yourself, who you are, what will you tolerate. What are you going to tolerate here? Sorry. This is competition. Love is not a competition. Someone's entertaining a whole bunch of cups and they're making you to compete for their attention. No. That's not a connection anybody wants to be in. That is not something that will build your self-confidence. That's in between these 2 sevens here. So I don't know if 7-7 is a big deal for you guys, but that did pop up. 6 of Wands. Self-confidence is the key. Being strong in yourself, knowing who you are, recognizing that and owning that. I will not tolerate that kind of behavior. I will not tolerate any behavior that dulls your shine, that brings me down, that makes me second guess myself, that makes me not like myself. Done. Yes, ma'am. A lot of women are going through that. That's why I do what I do. Recuperation is such an important thing. You need to take time to recuperate. Kim's over here saying that she is healing from a bad relationship. She is doing what she needs to recuperate, to ask those questions of who is me? And she is the one over there shouting, we are badass goddesses that do not need to tolerate abusive relationships. We do not need to numb ourselves and stay in relationships with people who treat us like crap to the point that we need to numb ourselves to forget who we are. Sirens are everywhere. All right. Now, you're watching my stuff. You're a divine feminine. You are a badass goddess. There are negative energies out there. And they're not necessarily bad. They just don't know how to break the program yet. They are greedy. They are the ones constantly sipping out of everybody's cup. They are the ones trying to steal other people's cups because they don't know how to get their own, and the whole thing is filling your own cup. You shouldn't need to worry about all that, but if your partner can be lured away by one of these sirens, that relationship was on its way out anyway. Do not compete to get them back. Let the bitch have them. Let her drag him down into the depths of the ocean and drown his ass if that's what he chooses to do instead of staying with the badass goddess. Just saying. One of my absolute favorite sayings, and I've been saying this, Jesus, I don't know, forever. If he's willing to go, go. Boop. I have 2 lines. Do not cheat. Do not put your hands on me. I do not let anybody, I don't control anybody. You shouldn't have to control your partners. You should be able to trust them. Love means never having to say you're sorry. No, love means never hurting your partner to the point that you have to say you're sorry. Let me just get through this. All right. So once you get over the fact that, like, the regular playing cards, that's just the turmoil line of what a lot of people are facing, and it's just saying to you to call, definitely find out who you are. And yeah, if you're really worried about your partner cheating, watch the replay. I did a little bit of the psychology behind what the process is that's actually causing everybody to get paranoid. But generally, there's a disconnect there already, and you need to get back into your self-confidence. Once you grasp that I am a goddess, I deserve this is what I deserve. I deserve a partner that treats me right. I deserve a partner that amps me up. I deserve a partner that does not make me feel bad about me by entertaining these people in their DMs. Once you break free of that person, it's just boom, it's just pentacles. Away we go. 10 of Pentacles, boom, you're back on the abundance frequency. Why? You love yourself. You're showing gratitude for the little things that you still have in your life. You are a badass goddess. You might not have everything you want now, but you will get it, and boom, it'll start coming in. King of Pentacles, you'll start taking control of your own world, your own reality, your own space around you once you are out of those negative frequencies. Then it's all about being clear with your words. Be who you are, say who you are, speak clearly. Don't play mind games, don't subliminal hints, nothing like that. This is who I am, and this is what I expect out of life. This is what I expect out of a partner, and nothing less. And then stick to it. Keep your fiery passions going, guys. This is the, I don't know if my other fire signs are in here, but this is the Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries feminine card. This is the fired up energy of passion. What makes you passionate? What makes you feel passionate about yourself? Ooh, that's a big one. You got to love you so much that it doesn't matter who else loves you. That will bring you so much. You have no idea. You have to love yourself so much that it doesn't matter who else loves you. You cannot be afraid to look in the mirror. You need to be able to look in the mirror and say, I love me. I'm badass. I'm awesome. I have accomplished all these things. I love me. And it doesn't matter who else loves me, because I love me so much that that's all that matters. Keep working on your skills. You know, saying before, they don't have to be perfect right away. You know, it's one thing I get on with my son is if he's not perfect at it right away, he just gives up on a lot of stuff. Don't give up. If it's something that genuinely brings you passion, it's just like working on yourself. It's a day-to-day thing. Just keep working at it. You will get better. If you keep practicing and you keep working on it, you will get better. That is just how it works. Sooner or later, it's just like working out. Sooner or later, it just becomes muscle memory. Loving yourself is just a natural reflex. When someone disrespects you, you're just like, oh, no, honey. You need the confidence of a drag queen in a gay pride parade. Just to give you a visual. And now this is strife, and I said that too. You're never going to be able to avoid outside conflict. There's always going to be someone who, the more you elevate yourself, is going to start trying to bop you on the head with a stick and drag you back down. Nope. You do not need to fight with this person. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're bitter. They're mad at you. You're breaking a program they can't break. They're mad that they went and they did it the hard way, and they're doing shit that they hate day in and day out with a partner they don't like day in and day out. And they're going to try and knock you down off your pedestal, off your, your journey. They're going to try and tell you, no, you can't do it that way. You got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. No, you got to do it this way because that's what society said you had to do. Forget them. Don't even waste your energy arguing with them. Don't even give them the door opening to drop those seeds on you. Don't. You're following your intuition. You guys are badass goddesses. You do not need anybody to tell you that your dreams and your aspirations are silly and you cannot do it that way. And you have to do it this way because we've always done it this way. All right, we got the little luxuries. Be grateful, embrace, and enjoy what little luxuries you have. Okay, so you might need whatever, especially if you're going through breakups and you're run tight on money right now. You can't get back in the wealth frequency until you have an attitude of gratitude towards the little things that you do have. So whatever little things you do have to spoil yourself with or do for yourself, do them and be so grateful you can. Can't afford a gym membership? Be grateful you've got someplace to go running outside, even if it's a million bazillion degrees outside. You know, little luxuries. You have the internet. You have unlimited access to all kinds of information on here, guys. You can look up, like I said, it's hot. I know you guys keep saying that. You're like, it's hot, it's hot. And even my friend who posted that video this morning was dripping sweat. That's not your deal. That's not your deal. Go on YouTube. Look up indoor workouts. Look up self-workouts. You can work out with your furniture. You'd be surprised what you can do. Exercising gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. They make you much happier than whatever the hell else you have been numbing yourself with. I promise. Triple moon. Embrace all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Triple moon is also the ultimate goddess card. Triple moon is the goddess, the mother, the maiden, the crone. She loves herself, all aspects, every little wrinkle, every little line, every scar that we have accumulated throughout our lives. We earned all of this. Those stretch marks are a damn badge of honors, ladies. You know, you got to love all aspects, even the little ugly parts, and just be like, you know what? I got that from earning it. Hey, love, I am way over on my time this morning. But, yeah. Those are my big messages for y'all this morning. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Your energy has been amazing. Blessed be all of those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.